Hi, in this lesson we will be discussing about HTML links, also known as hyperlinks. So for this I will show a demo that I've already made, and let me open my browser. This is the demo that I've made, and it has various elements in it, and I'll be discussing one after the other through the rest of the videos too. So right now we're discussing about hyperlinks. A hyperlink is a text or an image that you can click on and jump to another document. In HTML, links are defined with an anchor tag, and I'll show you how that is done. So I'll show you few of the hyperlinks that are present on this web page that I've created. All of these, pizza, pasta, sandwiches, and all of these are hyperlinks that I've made on the page. Some of them redirect you to a website, as in Google. This particular link was for Google, and there are some links which refer to a section in the same web page. I will be discussing all the types of hyperlinks that we can create. So let's check the code for this particular web page. This is the code that I created for this demo page, and just a second. Yeah. So let's look at all the hyperlinks that are there on this web page. All of these are hyperlinks. The first type of hyperlink is a local link, and this particular line is an example for it. In that we have a tag which is known as the anchor tag, which is needed for hyperlinks, and in that we have specified an attribute called href, which basically points us to the destination address, and which is Google for this particular line. And then we have a target. Target is nothing but in which window should this particular web page open, and I've given it blank, which means that it will open in a new window and not in the same parent window. If we give parent in this, it would open in the same window. I'll show both of them in this demo. And as I've already told you, you have an anchor tag, an href attribute to show you the destination, a target attribute to define the page in which it should display, and then you have, and this part highlighted here is known as the link text, because it is the visible part of the anchor tag. So now let's look at the behavior of this particular line of code. Let me save this because I've changed the code. I'm going to refresh this page, and for this I've defined the href, which is the destination, to be google.com, and when I press on this, there you go, google.com opens in the same parent browser window. It does not open in a new window because we've defined the target for this particular, the target attribute for this particular anchor as parent. And if we wanted it to open in a new page and not on the same browser window, we will have to type in blank underscore blank here, and let me go back, let me refresh. So now when I press on this, when I click on this, it should, the Google should open in another window and not on not in this window. And there you go, it is opening in another window right now. We still have the original page here, and we have an extra tab where Google has opened, because we have defined the destination, the target, as blank, which is a new page, and if we had parent it would be the same page. This particular hyperlink or anchor tag is known as the local link. And then we have a bookmark link, which refers to an anchor tag which is used to point to a section in the same page and not on another page. An example for that on this page would be these lines of code, where we have a pound and pizza entered and not a URL like in this one. So what this does is, I'll just show you. When you open this, when you refresh the page, and when you click on pizza, it takes you to the pizza section in the same in the same page, and when you click on sandwiches, it takes you to the sandwiches section. So how is it done? The first part of it is pretty straightforward. We have the same, we have an anchor tag which has a href, and this is required for us to bookmark a particular section in the same page, and we need a pound symbol followed by an ID. So what is an ID? Basically, any element in a web page, any HTML element can have an ID. An ID is used to uniquely identify that particular element, and in this case we have a h3 tag, which is a header tag, and in that we've given an ID sandwiches to this particular h3 tag. And for us to point to this particular section in the anchor tag, all we have to do is add a pound symbol and then give the ID of that particular section to it. So in this web page we have 4 such bookmark tags, which are pizza, pasta, sandwiches and random, and for each one of them we have defined an ID. This h3 has an ID of pasta, this h3 has an ID of pizza, and the last one has an ID of random. So this is a bookmark hyperlink. So let me show you how it functions. So let's refresh this page. When you click on pasta, because it's a bookmark tag, you go to this pizza section on the same web page. And when you click on sandwiches, which is also in the same document, it goes to that particular section. But when you click on this, go elsewhere, which is a local link and not a bookmark link, the URL mentioned opens in another window. So now let's go ahead and make this image into a link. So how do you do that? Let's go to the image code here. We've already defined the image code here, and when you put the image tag inside of an anchor tag, and when you define the destination, whatever it might be, for this I have given hash, which means that it will take no action, but if you want, you can actually redirect it to another web page. We can do whatever we want in this section. So let me show you. Let's redirect it to yahoo.com when we click on this particular image, and I'll set the target as another page. I don't want it to open on the same page. So now let's see the result of that. I'm refreshing the web page, and then when you go to the top, and when you hover over the image, you can see that you get a symbol of that it is clickable. So when I click on this, it redirects us to Yahoo in another browser, since we defined the target as blank. So that brings us to the end of this particular lesson, and in this we have discussed about hyperlinks, and they are local links. You have image as a link, you have a bookmark link. In the next lesson we'll be discussing about ordered lists and unordered lists, which are these. This is an unordered list and this is an ordered list, and we'll discuss about that in our next video. Thank you.